While nobody's paying attention, congressional Republicans decided to make gun laws even more lax. That's good. So journalists Nick Wing and Jessica Caro report here. Gun silencers have been one of the most tightly regulated firearms products in the United States since 1934. Now Congress may eliminate those restrictions. The debate is whether the benefits of more silencers would outweigh the costs. Silencers, also called suppressors, are restricted under the National Firearms Act, alongside weaponry like machine guns and sawed-off shotguns. Federal regulations impose a high barrier to purchase. Buyers must pay a $200 transfer fee, submit to fingerprinting, and pass a federal background check, a process that can take up to 9 months to complete. Lawmakers say their push to end those requirements and thereby make silencers more easily available is about protecting the hearing of gun owners exposed to high-volume blasts while hunting or target shooting. They are calling their bill the Hearing Protection Act. Orwell would be proud. Hearing Protection Act. You're against this bill? I guess you're not in favor of protecting hearing then, are you, bro? Okay, here's a solution for you. Wear the fucking covers for your ears, dipshit. We gotta have silencers because of my ears, Wear the fucking covers. Wear the fucking covers. Oh my God. How do I need to point this out? Now, what's the problem with having more silencers available? And by the way, they're not even banned. There's just a really rigid, tightly regulated process for somebody to get a silencer. But, so what would be the problem to have no-holds-barred silencers everywhere? Oh, I don't know. Maybe people can commit crimes and get away with it more often? Like, what the fuck? How does this need to be pointed out? Now, the counter-argument that they make is, yeah, but most people using firearms now, there's no evidence that it's used a lot in crimes, so there. Yeah, there's no evidence it's used a lot in crimes because they are tightly regulated. That's the point. So if you want to have them legal but tightly regulate them like you do right now, that's fine. Nobody's complaining. No liberals have been complaining that we should totally ban silencers. I haven't heard a single liberal say that. The law is already tightly regulated and everybody appears to be fine with it. So, but that's why it's not used in a lot of crimes. Isn't that obvious? If you have no holds barred in the wild, wild west and you can get a silencer anywhere for any reason whatsoever, guess what? People who want to commit a crime, many of them, not all of them, but many of them are going to use a fucking silencer and you're more likely to get away with it because it silences your gun a lot more. Now, by the way, it's not like in the movies where it's just like, pew, and it barely makes any noise at all. No, it still makes a noise, but it just lowers it significantly. Now, again, if you want to deal with the issue of how loud guns are and you're a target shooter or you're a hunter or whatever, wear the fucking, ear covers. That's it. That's what it, don't fucking come to me with this bullshit because you know damn well that this is about the NRA and gun manufacturers and people who are involved in the business side of it. They're lobbying the Republicans and so they get their way. They pay the politicians for in campaign contributions and then they turn around when they're in there. What do you want? The Republicans just nixed a regulation, an Obama-era regulation, which said people who are too far mentally gone to control their own money in Social Security, so severely mentally ill people, Obama said, okay, we're going to prevent them from having guns. The Republicans said, no, wrong. We want to allow severely mentally ill people who are too far gone to control their own fucking money. We want them to have guns. So they just got rid of a regulation that tries to keep weapons out of the hands of severely mentally ill people, and now they're saying, silencers! Let's have silencers for everybody, and this isn't going to lead to making it harder to solve many crimes and easier to do many crimes. That's exactly what it's going to lead to, you fucking buffoons. This is what they care about. This is what they're fighting for. Guys, we live in a country where over 70% of the American people live paycheck to paycheck. Over 70%. At the same time, half the country, 50%, makes $30,000 a year or less. Our infrastructure gets a grade of D+. We have 800 military bases around the world at a cost of $100 billion a year to maintain. And this is what these assholes are focused on? It's just beyond ridiculous.